YouTube changed my life. This house was built because of YouTube and because of the internet. I've been working online since the year 2000, so it's 24 years now. I've been working with Google since 2003, so that's 21 years. Yeah, it changed everything about my life. It changed everything about my life. It wasn't easy, but let me tell you, the whirlwind that I've been through is unbelievable. It shocked me, but it enabled me to create a life I never thought I would have been able to have. Before the YouTube journey and before the internet journey, I was a cabinet maker. I was a carpenter, and I did that for 10 years, from 19 years old until 29, and I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I hated the whole thought of doing it, but I didn't know what else to do with my life. So I ended up working with my godfather for 10 years. In those 10 years, I learned a lot about what I didn't want to do, and that changed everything for me. It built up this pressure system in my mind that I wanted to change everything. I wanted to get out of my career as a carpenter cabinet maker. So what did I do? Well, I went back to school to become a web designer. I had a couple friends working in the industry, and I was already creative. I was artistic. I was a graffiti artist when I was younger, so I knew about colors and just composition, all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd be good at web design. And I was completely sick of cabinet making, so I just decided to take the plunge. I quit my job, paid for the course, which cost about $10,000 back in '99. And then from there, I ended up getting a job even before graduating. I was making more money as a web designer than I was being a cabinet maker, carpenter, journeyman for the last 10 years. When I went back to school, I didn't even know how to save a file. I didn't know how to create a file. I didn't know anything about computers in 1999. The internet age just kind of started, but I kept hearing about it in the news. My dad's like, oh, maybe you should get into computers. Something clicked. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should. And it just kind of changed the course of my life from then on in. My life has been amazing. This house, this kitchen, is all a result of the work I've done working online from home for the last 20 years with YouTube, with the internet, all of it combined, and I just rolled with the punches. Hard work, it kept me going, and it kept me achieving so many different goals that I'll get into with this channel, but I just kind of wanted to introduce myself and what I'm all about. I've been doing YouTube videos since about 2012, making money with YouTube videos, making money online. I've been doing it for a long time. With this channel, it's a little bit different. It's going to be more of a vlogging style channel, talk about personal development, some of the things I've went through. Selling digital products was my main business venture from the start of when I got into YouTube marketing in 2012. So I've been able to make millions and millions of dollars working online, which is pretty crazy considering in school I sucked. I barely even graduated, to tell you the truth. I didn't listen in class. I didn't care about what the teachers were saying. I didn't care about my assignments or anything. I used to skip school, and yeah, it took me until I was 30 years old where finally a light bulb went off and I said, you know what? Screw this. I don't want to work at this job anymore. I'm done. I'm going to go become a web designer, and I'm going to go do exactly what I love. And I didn't think, it would take off the way it did. First of all the money I made wasn't through web design. That was just basically my foot in the door, the stepping stone. From there, the Google AdSense came into existence in early 2003, and I jumped on that. And you could get paid when people visited your website and they clicked on these Google AdSense links. And from there, I was able to skyrocket that business, well, from basically $0. And so, I brought it up to about 9,000 US. I don't know how long it took, a couple of years or whatever. So that was pretty shocking, and I was like, wow. And different websites get into the mix, and like websites like YouTube, websites like Facebook, websites like Reddit, and then mobile phones came into the mix, apps came into the mix, and so forth. So there are so many things I had to learn along the way, but the bottom line is I never gave up. I kept going, and it doesn't matter what was thrown at me, because things constantly change. I would build websites, they would get delisted from Google for whatever, because not quality content, all this kind of stuff back in the day. So you'd have to constantly reinvent yourself, and I had to reinvent myself many times. But the number one thing that I want you to take away from all of this is that if you really want to make it online, if you really want to become wealthy and just change your life, you have to have a goal, and you have to see that goal through. You cannot quit. You can't just give up because something stopped you from achieving your goal. It's not It's not the way things work in life. I could give up all day long if I want. What's the point then? Then I'm back at square one. With me, I never gave up. With me, I kept going. And like I said, there are so many hurdles along the way. It sucked. And yeah, it wasn't easy. It was never ever really completely easy, but you learn a lot about yourself and you grow as a person. And with every time you grow, guess what? You're making more money. You're learning new skills that are invaluable. But the point is, you keep learning, you keep focused, and you keep moving forward, pushing yourself, seeing just how far you can take it. I was making pennies per day back in 2003. Like I remember I was excited to make 40 cents on clicks from Google, because then I knew if I can make 40 cents off this SEO stuff, I knew the techniques on how to make the 40 cents, so I could just, all I have to do is scale this. And I did scale it to, like I said, $9,000 American US dollars per month. YouTube came into the mix, same thing. How does this work? I don't understand how this makes any sense. I tried to figure it out in 2008, 2009. I didn't understand how this is gonna work. In like 2012, 2013, for some reason it just clicked. That set me off for many, many years. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to think that you can do it, and you can do it. If a guy like me, who barely graduated high school, who was the worst in high school, C- student, if I can do it, anyone can. But you have to want to really do it, and you have to have determination, and you have to not want to quit. And when things get rough, you keep going. If there was ever a time in world history where you could become a multimillionaire by working from home, obviously it's right now. This is the only time in world history where it's been a level playing field with people running massive brick and mortar corporations with people who run websites and people who just make YouTube videos making millions of dollars. So one of the first things I recommend and what I did was I started writing down my goals. It forces you to actually confront yourself. It forces you, by writing your goals down, it forces you to actually think exactly about what you want. By writing down my goals, I'm holding myself accountable. I'm making sure that when I see this every day, or when I look back through my notebook or whatever, and it helps you to keep focused towards that goal. And for me, I wanted to, one of the goals was to make $10,000 per month, and then it went up to like 20, 30, 40, 50, and so forth. It was a challenge to reach those goals, and that was part of the fun, was seeing how far can I actually take this? Can I actually make $100,000 a month? Is that possible? A guy like me, I don't have any university education or whatever. I'm not highly educated, but I'm highly motivated. And being highly motivated is much more important than being highly educated. You can learn everything you want to online. You can learn everything you want to through YouTube videos. To make it in 2024, the best thing you can do is start writing down your goals and start focusing on what you want. The law of attraction, I think, is real. I believe in what you focus on will expand. So if you're focused on negativity, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't lose weight, well, guess what? You're not going to lose weight, or I can lose weight, or I can make $1 million, or I can work from home. Guess what? That'll work too. Because whatever your mind thinks it can achieve or not achieve, it will. YouTube changed my life forever. All the money I've made, I didn't blow it all. I've saved it all. I've invested it. And now I'm pretty much retired at 53 years old. Now I'm just doing fun YouTube videos like this, just helping others and maybe making some money, hopefully. It's worked out, and it can work out for you. Just be positive and never give up. You'll be shocked at what you can achieve.